If you're looking for a delicious vintage dessert, then you are not going to want to miss this video. Keep watching. Hey friends, it's Kelly and welcome back to Mama Needs a Goal. Thank you so much for joining me today, and if you're new here, welcome. So friends, it is that time again for our monthly vintage dessert. So today I am going to be making a strawberry Jello salad. This salad, from my best guess, is it's been around since the 60s. This is something that my mother-in-law used to make all the time. I want you to see her card. You can tell this is old. And from what I gather, it's still pretty popular today. Funny story is, I don't eat Jello. Jello grosses me out. So I am not going to be taste testing this, but I am going to take it to work and I'm going to ask everyone to let me know what they think of it, and we'll find out if this is something that we want to keep or throw back. But funny story real quick. So I have always been grossed out by Jello, always. It freaks me out the way it wiggles. So I'm shocked that I'm even making this dish. But keep in mind, I am 55 years old, okay? So last year, maybe not even quite a year, we were, the family, it might have been at Christmas time actually, I think. We were all together and we were just talking, and something came up about Jello, and I mentioned how Jello freaks me out. And my mother starts laughing. And I'm like, what's so funny? And she's like, when you were a little kid, my grandmother and my mother used to take Jello and chase me around and wiggle, and I used to scream and cry. And apparently they thought it was funny, and now I'm traumatized as an adult. So I had no idea, I have no recollection, that memory at all, but apparently it's in my subconscious because Jello grosses me out. Thanks, Mom and Dad. Yeah. But anyway, enough of that. Let me quickly go over the ingredients. One thing I do want to mention is that, dummy me, I didn't write down everything that I needed, so I thought I had it all. I ended up buying fresh strawberries, and I actually needed frozen strawberries. So I am going to make the crust now, and then when I get off of work, I'm gonna head to the grocery store and pick up the strawberries, the frozen strawberries, and then I'll finish the dessert a little bit later after I get off work, which actually works out better because the pie crust needs to cool. This is a very easy dessert to do. So let me quickly go over all the ingredients and then we'll get started on the crust. All right, so I have a bag of the mini little pretzels here. I have is a 6 ounce, I believe. Yes, 6 ounce box of strawberry Jello. I have 8 ounces of cream cheese. And then I have some Cool Whip. This is a 16 ounce. I'm actually going to be making 2 of these. I'm just going to record the one. So that's why I bought the larger one, but you normally would use 8 ounces for one dish. Then I have some sugar, which I think I probably should pick up some sugar while I'm at the store as well. Oh, and then I forgot. Hold on. I'm going to need 3/4 cups of margarine. I don't have my glasses on, so I'm not sure. This is a 1/2 cup, so I'm gonna need to get some more margarine out. And that's it. So friends, let me stop talking, turn the camera down, and we'll get started with this crust. All right, my friends, so we're gonna start with the pretzels. We're going to need to really crush these up. So we need about, oops, drop one on the floor. We need about 5 cups of this in order to get what we need. I believe it's 2 cups. Is it 2 cups? Yeah, 2 cups of fresh pretzels. So I'm going to do these 2 here, and then I'll go ahead and oh my goodness. How do I work this thing? I don't even know. There we go. Is that right? Y'all, I don't even know how to work this. I don't think I've ever used it. There we go. Woo! All right, I'm gonna go ahead, I got 2 cups in there. I'm gonna go ahead and chop those up and then I'll continue on. I guess that's good. I've never done this before. Like that. I think that's as fine as it's gonna get. All right, so we need 2 cups. So I'm gonna measure this out just to see. Oh wow, that's just 1 cup. Interesting. All right, we need to do this quite a few times. So I go ahead, I need to get 2 cups. So I'm gonna do 2 more of these, like 2.5, I think, and then we should be golden. So I will check back with you when I'm done. All right, my friends, so here are my pretzels. And now I'm gonna go ahead, and by the way, pardon me, I have the oven on 400. So we're gonna go ahead and put this in there. We're gonna do 3/4 cups of butter. And melt that. I'm gonna break that in half to make it easier. That's gross. Alrighty, let me wash my hands real quick. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead, put this in the microwave and melt that real quick. Alright, so while that's melting, I'm just gonna go ahead and add 3 tablespoons of sugar. Okay. So when the butter is melted, we'll go ahead and add that in. All right, my friends, my butter is all melted. So I am pouring that right in there. And I'm gonna go ahead and mix this up really well. I think I would like this if it didn't have the Jello in it. Smells good. All right, so I have my 9x13 pan here. And we're gonna go ahead and just smush it down all in the bottom. All righty, so we're just gonna go ahead and pour this right in. Oops, left a little bit in there. And with your clean hands, you're just going to press it on the bottom and make it as even as possible. Just like that. All right. Oops, just slid it over. There we go. That's pretty easy. Now, some recipes that I saw online, because I was kind of looking online to see how the one my mother-in-law has compared to ones that are out now, and they're pretty much the same. Some used fresh strawberries. I think that's why I had that in my mind, but I wanted to do the traditional one that I knew was, you know, 60 plus years old. Some called for this to be baked and some called it not to be baked, but I'm following my mother-in-law's recipe. So and there you have it, my friends. I'm gonna go ahead, wash my hands, and then we're gonna get this in the oven for a few minutes. All right, her recipe says to bake it for 8 to 10 minutes on 400 to make sure you do not overcook it. Apparently it doesn't change color. So I think I'm gonna go for about 7 minutes to be on the safe side, and then we'll check it. All right. All right, let's check it out. Whoops. All right, let's see what we've got here. Yeah, that's a little bit harder. It's not as soft. So I think that was perfect. So I did 9 minutes total. All right, it does smell good. All right, my friends, so I'm going to leave this sit out and let it cool, and then I'll cover it before I leave for work. I have plenty of time for it to cool. When I get off work, I'm gonna run to the grocery store and get those frozen strawberries, and then I will go ahead and make the cream cheese mixture and put that on. And then after dinner, I'll make the Jello and put that on. So I will show you how I put it all together. So for you, it'll be a few seconds. For me, it'll be a couple hours. So I'll see you in a few. All right, my friends. So I am done work and I am ready to go ahead and make the cream cheese layer. So I have 1 block of cream cheese. I'm gonna put that in the bowl. I did let it sit out and soften. I asked my husband to take it out for me. So let me turn the camera down. We'll go ahead and put the rest of this together. Then I have my 16, I'm gonna put 8 ounces in here. This is a 16-ounce container. Probably should have let this soften up a little bit too. All right, I'm gonna put half of this in there. I'm gonna make 2 of these, so the other half. All right, we'll use a spoon a little bit sturdier. All right, it's like ice cream. All right, put half of that in there, and then we're just gonna go ahead and mix all this together. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and put this on our pretzel crust. All right, we're just going to scoop this out. I'm gonna do it with my spatula. I'm just gonna put that right on there. Just like that. Now the back door open, so you might hear the neighbor's dog barking. Okay, we're just going to make sure that we get this completely covered. You want to make sure all the way to the edges of the pan. Like that. Oops. Try not to bring the crust up with it. Go. Okay. How's that look? All right, now I'm going to go ahead and cover this. Oops. Back up. I'm going to put it in the fridge, and then after dinner I am going to go ahead and that wasn't good, and mix up the Jello and strawberries. All right, my friends, so I have out my crust and the cheesecake part. I have my tea kettle on, boiling some water. So I'm going to dump my Jello mix in my bowl. And I'll have all the directions in the description box. All right. There we go. And then as soon as the water boils, we're going to add 2 cups of hot water and then air frozen strawberries. So as soon as it's done, we'll come right back. All right, so while my water is boiling up, it just stopped. I have a 48-ounce bag of frozen sliced strawberries. I put them on the scale, divided it out. So this is, excuse me, half of that bag. So we're gonna be adding that as well. Let me just get it out of the way for now. Now let me go ahead and for my water. All right, we are going to add 2 cups of water to the Jello. Just a tiny bit more. All right. Pour that right in here. We're just going to make sure it's all dissolved. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's later in the day. I can't talk. All dissolved. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and add in my frozen berries. And then we're just gonna stir these. These will soften from the hot water. It's going to take about 10 minutes or so before this starts to set up a little bit. So we'll come back when that happens. All right, we are like a cranberry sauce consistency, so we are ready. I have my pie crust cheesecake here. I am going to gently pour this over. Just want to be really careful. Don't make a mess. Okay. Let's get all that goodness out. Yeah. Actually, this isn't too bad. Like the regular Jello, almost can handle this. All right, now we're just going to gently spread this out. Just like that. Just try to make sure we don't get down into the cheesecake when we're spreading it out. That. Yeah, this definitely looks like a 60s dessert to me. Yep. Alrighty. Alright, and since it's Memorial Day weekend coming up, we're just going to top it with a few blueberries. How's that sound? Let's see. Just add a little bit of that blue in there. There we go. Voila! All right, I think it turned out pretty cool. The Jello is a little freaky to me, but I think it turned out cool. All right, my friends, so here it is. It actually smells really good. I gotta be honest with you. I don't know. I don't know if I would bite into that with the Jello. I don't know. I might try a piece maybe when it gets cut at work. I don't know. But look, it actually smells really good. I gotta be honest with you. The Jello just is a little, but anyway, friends, I will put, insert now what everyone thought about the dish and whether or not we should keep it or throw it back. So anyway, friends, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget, hit that little subscribe button as it does greatly help me out. And don't forget, please check me out over on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, and TikTok, as I am active on all those social media sites as well. So friends, thanks so much for joining me. I do appreciate it, and I will catch up with you next time. Bye.